Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kira. That's my son Kai. He's my oldest child. Let's get into today's video. If you see me wincing in pain or like having a hard time doing this, it's because I'm in a lot of fucking pain. I don't know what I did to my neck, but I'm in so much pain. My dad actually watched the kids today so I could take a bath because I'm in that much pain. So, yeah, let's get into today's video. So today we're going to do a makeup and mystery video. Yay! Don't touch. But we're going to do a makeup and mystery. And we're going to do it a little bit different today. Because I thought it would be fun to discuss a topic that we've already talked about. That is a mystery. It's actually a hoax. But I wanted to shed some light on it because it's about aliens, and it's very much like people want to believe in aliens, so when they see like things like this, they really want to believe it's true because they want to believe in aliens. People want to believe in aliens, so when they see stuff like this, and they really want to believe it's true, and it kind of like makes the whole community that believes in aliens look stupid when people do things like this. So let's get into it. I'm sure you guys have heard a few years ago there was a body found in Nazca. Which is something that could have made this like very believable. Sorry guys. So anyways, the thing that like made people believe this is because if you have never heard of the Nazca lines, they're like these really intricate lines and designs in Nazca, like the Nazca Desert, that are like, it depicts like symbols and like animals and stuff like that, and they were made years and years and years and years and years ago, and the only way to really determine like what the picture is to see it from above. So the biggest question that people have is how were they able back in the day when they didn't have aircrafts to create these intricate designs in Peru when we didn't have aircrafts. We really don't know what they were for, what they were depicting, or really anything like that. I think most people come to the conclusion that they think that the Nazca lines are something that was made by, we've discussed it in previous makeup and mysteries. We discussed the very big possibility of aliens possibly visiting Earth back in the day to help progress human civilization along. So I think that it's very well regarded that people that believe in aliens believe that that extraterrestrials visiting Earth helped to create the Nazca lines. So there is that. But that is just a little backstory on Nazca and why I think people really wanted to believe this story. But a few years ago, there was a mummified body found in the Nazca, in Nazca. And what was so different about it is that it had 3 long fingers and 3 long toes, which, if you remember, we actually discussed in a previous makeup and mystery about a possible alien body being found. And that was not a characteristic that I found in those 2 possible bodies that were very, very similar. And they were really small. And this body was like 5'6", I think is what it said online when I was researching this. But the only thing that it did share was that it had an elongated skull, which I was really researching this, and apparently there's historians that actually believe that people did this to their children on purpose for like a religious belief, where they wrapped their kids' skulls and stuff to elongate them for a religious belief. So I guess like the point I'm trying to make with it is basically the body was like the stereotypical of what we think aliens look like. Although we actually do have possible alien bodies that we've discovered that look nothing like that, just because of the height thing, which I really strongly suggest if you haven't seen that episode of Makeup Ministry, go back and check it out, because we do dive into actual possible, like, scientists actually have no idea what it is. They didn't outright say that they're aliens, but they said, we have no idea what this is. We're not ruling out that it could be aliens, but we're not saying that it is, because we don't know. Which, I understand where scientists come from with having to discuss things in that manner. But anyways, back to that religious belief of the elongating skull. Don't elongate your children's skull. That's like cruel and unusual punishment, and I have no idea what religious gain anybody could get. If you can tell me what the religious gain would be for that, please let me know. It's not going to change my mind. I'm not going to elongate my kids' skulls. I don't suggest anybody else do it. That's just horribly cruel. So anyways, back to this body. So apparently all I really found was that it was reported on this like website newspaper thing that you have to like pay a subscription for, which Mama was not paying that subscription. Not happening. I only pay for things that I actually use, like Hulu. And I'm about to get a Sims 4 kit. I think I'm going to get a couple Sims 4 kits. I haven't gotten any in a while. I'll let you guys know at the end of the month what kits I got. At least, I don't know when this could go up months after I film this. Anyways, if you're curious about what kits I'm talking about that I'm going to get, check out my April monthly haul for 2022. Because I'm actually considering doing makeup monthly hauls next year also and keeping this little series going. But anyways, so the research that I found, and I even had to go and look up some YouTube videos on it because I could not find too much because of how old of a hoax this story is. Because it is a hoax. Like, there's no evidence that came following afterwards. Like, it's a hoax, people. The reporter that reported it actually is, like, known for, like, he had some kind of, like, trade show that he charged people money for. That he said he had a real alien body for. And the alien body actually ended up being a child's skeleton, a child's body. So he was like, he's like well known for charging people for a hoax. And he's the one that reported on this story. But there are pictures, you can look it up. There are pictures. He could have faked that also. Like, you can look those up also. If you want to. But, anyways, I guess, like, the moral of this story is it's really good to always have an open mind when it comes to, you know, things like aliens and mermaids and stuff like that. But I also think that it's a really, really good idea to go into it with a tiny bit of skepticism. And the reason that I'm saying that in this episode of Makeup and Mystery is because, one, it was a mystery. But at the same time, we live in a world where people are cruel and money really does make the world go round. It makes a lot of people very, very happy, and a lot of people would be willing to obviously do anything they can to get said money. I mean, even take a child's skeleton and call it an alien. And charge people money for it. I don't know how much he charged. I could not figure that out. But the website that I found that he sold this story to charges like $95 a year for their subscription, for their content. And $95 a year. I pay like $1 for a newspaper for my dad. And even then, he doesn't even get newspapers that much anymore because he just goes on his phone and checks it out. And you want to know how much that costs me? $0. It's free on his phone. Why are you charging people money for news? I'm also a little inclined to believe that if it was real and there was a real alien body found and it's confirmed that it's an alien body, I think that news outlets would actually report on it because aliens kind of do sell, I think. I mean, look at how big the Charge Area 51 thing got a few years ago. Like, that was huge. Like, there was like millions of people that said they were going to charge Area 51. I mean, I just think that people are naturally curious and we want to believe, but there's a lot of skepticism just because of like science and evidence and stuff like that. And you got people saying, well, I don't believe it unless I see it. My brother is one of those people. The I don't believe it unless I see it type people. But anyways, enough of that. You know, I do think that news outlets would report on it if it was real. And I'm more inclined to believe things on like Google News and like MSN and stuff like that because I know that they're vetted and I've actually read stuff on their website before and I know it's true. So you know that they're gonna do their research before they embarrass their like they're gonna do their research before they embarrass themselves. And I guess like I'm just trying to say like they're gonna do their research before they embarrass themselves and they cause harm to the reputation that they've built up over the years. Because let's be completely honest, in journalism and stuff like this, your reputation, I mean, it means everything. Because if you are caught lying, how are you ever going to be able to find work again and report on anything? Because people are going to be like, oh, well, you lied about that one story, so you're not lying about this one. Unless you go to something like this website where it's literally like, we charge people for our content. So we already got our money. The whole goal of today's story, again, is not to, like, make people feel stupid or anything like that. It's to encourage people to look at things with a certain level of skepticism. Like I said, just look at things with a certain level of skepticism because it was almost like too good to be true. I mean, come on, like the Nazca lines are said to be created by, like, or not created by, helped to be made by aliens. So I mean, like I said, it was almost too good to be true, and they said that it was found with all its organs. And I just want to point out that the ancient Egyptians were, when they said that this body came from, were well known. Like, they were so smart and so good at preserving bodies. I mean, take a look at King Tut, for example. They were really good at preserving bodies. And the first thing that they did whenever somebody died, the ancient Egyptians in this time frame, was they took out the organs. And this body still had all of its organs. So that's a little bit of a discrepancy. But also, at the same time, could lead somebody to be like, well, see, that proves that it's an alien. The ancient Egyptians didn't preserve it. So, like I said, like, the goal of this video is to have people look at things with a more open skepticism. Like, it's good to be open, but it's also good to have a little bit of skepticism through everything and go into everything with a certain skepticism and really research it. Because, I mean, like, the person that reported on this story is known for being a hoaxer when it comes to aliens. Like, it's not the first time he's hoaxed people, and probably won't be the last, to be completely honest. And I'm just being honest, because, I mean, like, guys, money talks, and proof of aliens, I think, is where money lies. If you say you have proof, you have a body. So, like I said, like, just look at things with a hefty level of skepticism, but don't go into things saying this is 100% false. Aliens don't exist. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I think it's good to have an open mind with everything, but also a healthy level of skepticism is good too. So, I mean, like, I don't even really know what to think of this. I want to believe that aliens are out there and we are going to discover them, but it's not going to be through some dude that is a known hoaxer that actually charged people money and said it was an alien body, and it ended up not being an alien body. But at the same time, I don't think that aliens are going to come down here and be like, we existed all this time. I don't think that that's going to happen either. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's much like everything else in life, it is going to take time to learn the truth, much like everything else. No, truth and patience. But anyways, I picked this topic today because I really wanted to spread the message that you should always have an open mind with things. Ow, Kai, that hurt mommy. But you should always have an open mind with things, and you should always, 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 always go into things with a hefty level of skepticism, like a hefty but a healthy level of skepticism, and really look for facts. And if it is something that is screaming at you saying like this is a hoax or this is too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true, or it's probably a hoax. You know, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I mean, like, we're not gonna I don't think that we're gonna discover the idealistic type of alien body that we all embody in our mind what an alien looks like. Because apparently, we all think aliens have 3 fucking fingers. But like I said, like, we actually have bodies. 2 bodies that I covered in a previous episode that we found that could be alien bodies. Kai is kissing my foot. He's kissing my foot. But we have that. They have regular fingers. They have regular fingers, people. That's the thing that gets me. It's like, if you want to be a hoaxer, at least, like, when you know that there are actual bodies that have been discovered that scientists say, we don't know what this is. Could be, but we don't know. Like, maybe you should, to make your story more believable, you should go off of what's actually been found. I don't know, you guys. But I really wanted to cover, like, the idea of the Nazca lines, and like I said, like, the reason I think that this got, like, the attention that it got a few years ago was because of the fact that it was the Nazca lines, and there is, like, the theory, people think that the Nazca lines were made by, like, for aliens, by aliens, by, like, the ancients, which I can totally see that because the lines do depict pictures. I mean, you can check it out. The lines do depict pictures. Like, they depict real pictures, and they're big. So, and the only way, like, you can actually determine, like, what the lines, like, the pictures are is from the sky. So, obviously, they had to have somebody in the sky telling them how to do this, telling them where to put stuff, or maybe an alien actually used, like, a fucking light beam. I don't know. Aliens using light beams. How gorgeous. How lovely. Yeah, Kai. I don't know. I guess I was always going off of the idea that the Nazca lines were made by humans, were made by the, like, our ancients, as opposed to aliens, but it could, like, be absolutely possible that aliens just used their damn UFOs and had, like, a light beam and just fucking did it like that. I don't know, I'm curious, what do you guys think about the Nazca lines? What is your theories about how the Nazca lines came to be? Do you think that the ancients made them with the help of aliens, or do you think aliens just said, fuck you, humans, we'll make them ourselves? Because like I said, we do have hieroglyphics depicting visitors that look like aliens with elongated skulls and actual UFOs. And that is the crazy thing. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. So like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. All that social media great stuff. Of course, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.